Hello, first grade. Today is Tuesday, May 5th. Let's see, we have, they're already there, our cards. But we're going to do what we did yesterday, where we tap. First we'll say the word, and then tap as we spell it out, and then say the word again, and we'll do them each twice, because these are our new ones. And we had Lulu helping us do that. So for this first word, which is after, we're going to spell it first. So here we go. We'll tap our eyebrows when we spell it. So first say the word and then tap. After. A-F-T-E-R. After. Again. After. A-F-T-E-R. After. And the next one. That says each. Each. We each got an ice cream cone. And for that, we'll tap our toes. First, we'll say the word. Here we go. Each. E-A-C-H. Each. Again. Each. E-A-C-H. Each. The next one. This spells if. We'll go outside if it stops raining. So we'll tap our chin. First we'll say it and then spell and tap our chin. If. I-F. If. Again. If. I-F. If. This is the color red. So this time we will tap our hips. First we'll spell it. Red. R-E-D. Red. One more time. Red. R-E-D. Red. And the last new one for this week is another color. Orange. And now we'll karate chop. A lot of karate chops, and then we'll brush it off when we say it the last time. So first we say it, and then we'll karate chop. Orange. O-R-A-N-G-E. Orange. One more time. Say it first. Orange. O-R-A-N-G-E. Orange. Yay! So we got those. Now before we move on to some of the older sight words, we have someone who agreed to stick around today while we do our main lesson. Do you see the little fairy that was making quick surprise flybys last time, the last couple times, and maybe it was 2 times ago? That's Sweet Pea, and she's a fairy here and in our number meadow, so she likes to flit around up higher, usually in the trees. So she came to stay with us for this lesson. Hi, Sweet Pea. Okay, so here we go. We have 10 more words. That might be a hint. Yes, that's the number 10. Now we might have 9 more words after that. Yes, that was a hint. Number 9. There. Those. this. Eat. The number 7. The number 8. The number 6. And last but not least, into. Now we're going to, like squirrel, we're going to take some away from another number. So we're going to roll the die, and the bigger number, squirrel started out with 6 nuts, and then he couldn't find 3, so how many could he find? 6 minus 3. Are those hard to see very far away? Here's what we might have to do. We'll lower this down when it gets closer. So I'll bring it closer now. So 6 nuts minus 3 nuts equals how many nuts? 3. We'll do 2 more. So 6 minus 3 equals 3. 6 is bigger. So 6 nuts, and squirrel couldn't find 5 of them. How many did he have? So 6 minus 5 equals how many? 6 minus 5 equals 1. All right, one more. Oh, they're both the same, so 2 nuts squirrel had, and he couldn't find 2. So how many did he find? 2 minus 2. 0. Right. 2 minus 2 is 0. Lovely. So now, we had a story yesterday, and I'll bring out some stuff, but it won't be as pretty as it was yesterday, but we'll be able to see it a little bit to remind us what happened. So what happened in the story that we heard yesterday? Who was in the story? First of all, yes, Willow and Ollie and Grandmother Earth. Here's Grandmother Earth's stone, because it's the same color as her beautiful shimmering skirt. So I'll keep that out instead of having Grandmother Earth there. Who else was in the story? Anyone else? Yeah, they had lots of friends and families that live in Number Meadow that were there. And Grandmother Earth had a lot of something that she had to divvy up. What was that? Yeah, she had a lot of the little green fruits that she had to divvy up between the different families. So let's see, we have our different families here. there. And I had marbles for my counters that were really like the fruits. So we had that. And then Grandmother Earth asked Willow and Ollie to help her divide up the fruits between different families there. So first, do you remember how many she had first? That might be a harder detail to remember. But she had 12, right? So we have to get out 12 fruits. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 12. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then how many families did she have in that round that we're going to get the fruits? 6 families. And I don't remember exactly which ones they were, but we'll pull up these 6 here, like that. So we can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to pull the fruits back. And actually go back a little bit so you can see the pile. And then we divvy them up until they're gone. So 1 to each family until they're gone. There's the first 6. And we ran out already. So there were 12 little green fruits divided by 6 families, and each family gets 2. So that was one of the situations that Grandmother Earth had. Then she had another pile of fruits. Oops. That was a little earthquake, I guess. My goodness. So another pile of fruits. Does anyone remember how many were in that other pile? There were 10, so we have 12. And in order to get 10, we take 2 away. So 12 minus 2 is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So now we have 10 fruits. But how many families were there to divvy it up with, divide it up? Right, there were 2 families. So we just do that. We give them to each family till they're all gone, back and forth. There, they divided evenly, thankfully. So there were 10 fruits altogether, divided by 2 families, and that equals 5 fruits per family. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Now, we had one more. We'll get these back. And that was how many fruits this round? Last round. We have 10 there. Yes, well, if you remember, there were 13. So 10 plus what is 13? We have to add how many more marbles? 3, right? So 10 plus 3 is 13. So now we have 13. And do you remember how many families there were this time that Grandmother Earth needed to give fruits to? 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are going to get some fruits, actually. So we'll put them like that, and then just start dividing them up, giving them each one until the fruits are all gone. Oh, well, we can't do anything with that one. And something we were doing too is that Grandmother Earth had the number there, the 13, that she had fruits. So here's what we'll do. And this one will start putting them on places because I wasn't in the last one. So they each get 3. So we go 1, 2, 3 for the first family. 1, 2, 3 for the second family. 1, 2, 3 gets us to 9 for the third family. And 1, 2, 3 gets us to 12. And then 1 left over there at 13. So they have that. And this is where Squirrel realized that he had 13, but 1 was left over, which Grandmother Earth liked to give to the dog. So that's for the doggy. And then Squirrel just took away 3, and then there were 9. But he could do a big hop, 3 down that way, and another big hop to 3. And then there were 6 that were left, and then another 3 were given away, and then there were 3 that were left. And another 3 till there's 0. So it's like subtracting with minus, but bigger. Just like times is adding like plus, but bigger. So there. Now, put these back. I'll put them off to the side. And now you're going to need your number meadow. And a few little friends like I have here. I have my little bowl where they live. You will need 1 die. You'll need a deck of playing cards. You will need a pencil. And you will also need a piece of lined paper like that. Because we're going, oh, and I forgot to say, you'll need your counters, whatever they might be. So you can pause the video. Sorry, that was loud. You can pause the video and get those things and come back and start again when you're ready to go. So, yes, so I'm going to start now with what we have. We're going to use both the die and the playing cards for this dividing game. So I'm taking out the playing cards. Now the thing with the playing cards is that we're going to have to pass on some because we're only going to use the numbers 6 through 14. And I'll show you first. Whoops. 1 went to hide. If we get ace, which is 1, or the numbers 2, 3, or 4, or 5, we'll just have to pass and take the next card until we get something 6 or higher. So this is what 6 looks like. It can have any of the shapes on it. But let's see. But it has to be a 6, not lower. So I'm looking for others. Here's 7. Just giving you an idea. Whoops, we don't want that. 3 there. There. Looking for an 8. There we go. Here's an 8, a 9, 10, 11 is the jack, 12 is the queen, 13 is the king. Come on, king. The king is off riding his horse, I suppose. But we need you to come back for now. Okay, there. King is 13. And the joker. Usually decks have 3 or 2 of those. Excuse me. That's 14. So we'll have to remember the 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so I'm going to put those back. It's hard to get them off of this. My goodness. Okay, so time to shuffle them up. There's different ways to shuffle. And of course, when I started shuffling, I ended up dropping all the cards and had to pick them up. So it ended up shuffling, but you can do this, like that. And you can keep doing that. And I'm going to do another way that I've gotten used to, which is pull them apart. And I'll do a couple of those while you're shuffling too. Get those cards all mixed up. Maybe yours are already mixed up, and that's great. Okay. Got the cards. And you'll have to move a little bit. Got the die. And we have our animal friends, our animal family friends. And this will act as Mother Earth, Grandmother Earth. We're going to use this piece for Grandmother Earth when we get the number of fruits. So the die is going to be the number of families, either 1 through 6 families. And the playing cards, 6 through 14, is going to be the number of fruits. So when we find out what the number of fruits are with the card, we'll put Grandmother Earth's stone on that number. So you'll want to get something for Grandmother Earth, maybe some special stone or something too, a rock or a gem. So here's what we'll do. First we do the card, right away we have 14. So I'm going to put the stone on 14, Grandmother Earth's stone. And then let's see how many families. We have 14 little fruits. Oh, but I forgot. I want to get 14 fruits. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. So you can get that too. I'm just going to do this first one here so you can see what the gist of this game is. So we have 14, and then you can do it along with me. And then we roll the die to see how many families get to share this 14 of the fruits. Whoa, both the highest numbers, so 6. We've got 6 families. So I'm just going to pull some 6 out, any 6. And I'll put them up here so we can divvy up the fruits until they're gone. So, here. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, we can't put these 2 with any of them because it won't be even or fair. So that means we have 2 left over that Grandmother Earth is going to give to the dogs. So, or the dog. So now we have each of the family members going 2 because they each get 2 fruits. So we start at 0 and go 1, 2. And start at the next one, 1, 2. So we're going up to 4. And the next one, 1, 2. Right. Next, 1, 2. The 5th family is 1, 2 on 10. Oops, goes there and then there. And the 6th family, 1, 2 on 12. And then we have the 2 leftover ones there with the families. So we'll put them a different way so we can see they're the leftovers. So we had 14 fruits here, and divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 families, that's 2 fruits with 2 left over. So remaining are 2. All right, so this is how we would write it. We have 14 fruits. Here's the divided by, just like king divides sword. 14 divided by 6 families equals 2, right? So there's 2 in each family. And then there's 2 remaining, 2 left over. But with these equations, you put in R. So R, a little baby R, so 2 with remaining of 2. So 2 are in each family, and there's a remainder of 2. So 14, I'll get it a little closer because I think it's a bit far. 14 divided by, so 14 divided by 6 equals 2 in each family with the remainder of 2. And it looks funny because there's 2 and R and 2. But this is what it means. It's all here in the picture. And I'll just say it one more time just so to help, because this is kind of a lot with the divide. King Divide likes to do things like this. So we have all together 14 fruits, right? That's what the card said. And we put Grandmother Earth's stone on 14. Then we have 6 families that are going to get the fruits. So 14 fruits divided by 6 families, they each get an even amount of 2, so it's fair, but then 2 were left over. So that's why we have 14 fruits divided by 6 families equals 2 fruits per family with a remainder of 2. If we wrote that out in words, it would be quite long. So that's the math way, doing the numbers and the symbols. And the R is actually a symbol for remainder, just like divided by is a symbol for divide, and this equals is and then that's divided by symbol, and that's equal symbol, and that's remainder symbol. Which is an R. All right, so you can write that down with our symbol, full moon, meaning that's one equation, and we're moving on to the next. Okay, so now you can do this with me. You can get your cards ready, your paper ready. We're going to do this whole one together. We'll see how many we do, and then tomorrow I'll get you started, and we'll see what will happen tomorrow, but we'll do this for today. Okay, so get your pile of fruits back, put the families back up here, and Grandmother Earth's stone, and let's pick, we'll draw the next card to see how many fruits. Okay, those jokers like to stick together. So we got another 14. It's going to stay here at 14. 14 fruits. We know there's already 14 there. So get that ready. Have your card. Your cards, we're actually doing mine, so save them. Keep them on hand, though. And put your stone there. Now, we're going to do my die, so we're doing it together. And we have 3 families now. So I'm going to pull up 3 families. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to divide all these 14 evenly with the 3 families. So just keep divvying them up until they're gone. Okay, so it looks like we can't go anymore because we don't have enough to keep going so that they're even. So we know there's going to be a remainder of 2 already. The dogs get those. So now we'll let each one of them jump. So we'll start at 0, and they need to go 4. And then Bunny another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get those by them. And then Gnome another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And now we'll write it down as a number. We have 14 fruits divided by 1, 2, 3 families equals 4 fruits in each family with the remainder of 2. I'm actually going to go to the next line so it's really clear. "14 fruits," like that, divided by 3 families equals 4 in each family, so 4, with the remainder R of 2. There. So you can pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to move on, so press play when you're ready. So now we get all those together, put the families back, stone back, and we draw another card. Now we have 8 fruits. So I'll put Grandmother Earth's stone on 8. And we need to see how many families. 1. 1 family. Come on, birdie. So let's also count out the 8 fruits. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, pretty much there's only 1 family. So we go, watch what happens if I do one at a time. It's only 1 family we're giving it to. So 1 family gets all 8. So we have 8 fruits divided by 1. We get 8 fruits in that family. No remainders. So let's just have Robin jump. She can fly a whole 8 right there. And it's the same as Grandmother Earth had. So there we are. There's no remainders. It's just 8 fruits divided by 1 family is 8 fruits. So we write that down. 8. 8 divided let me see here. 5, 1 equals 8 fruits for that family. So 8 divided into 1 family. Okay. I'm going to put all these back together. We'll do 2 more together. And save your die and cards for next time, too. Grandmother Earth, her stone goes up. And now we're going to see how many fruits. 6 fruits. So 2, 4, 6. And now how many families? I'm going to do it again just so we can get a different feel. It really wants just 1. Oh my goodness, it's a weighted die. I'm going to do something different than 6 and 1 because we already have 6 there. Just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, 4. There we go. So we'll have 4 families. And normally when we're playing this, we'll just go with what it says. But since I'm showing this to you, I want to make them a little different. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have 6. So let's divvy them up. And we can't go any further. So there's 2 left over. So let's have them each jump. They each get 1. 1. And 1. 1 and 1. With the 2 left over. There. So we have 6 fruits divided by 4 families equals 1 with a remainder of 2. And I forgot to do my full moon. So 6 fruits divided by 4 families equals 1 with a remainder of 2. So it should look like that. 6 fruits divided by 4 families equals 1 fruit per family with a remainder of 2 fruits. So the dogs get those. All right, we'll do one more since I have one more line for today. Put our fruits together. Get our grandmother Earthstone up and our families up. And we'll draw a card. Another 6. And just to keep it a little different, let's see if we can get a different. Yeah, so let's do 7. Normally we would just keep doing that, but we're going to have 7. We'll just take what we get normally, but since I'm showing you, I just want to keep it mixed up a little bit. So 7 fruits. We have 2, 4, 6, and 7. Put those over there. Those are extra. And 4 families to divide them or divvy them up with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's not going to work. We're 1 short. So take back those so they have the same amount. Okay. So 7 fruits divided by 4 families equals 1 fruit per family with the remainder of 3. So let's get them on their things. We've got 1. They get 1 fruit. They get 1 fruit. And Snail's family gets 1 fruit. And then there's 3 left over. We write it like this. 7 divided by 4 families equals 1 fruit per family with a remainder of 3. Okay. And that's all we'll do today. If you feel like you want to try one on your own or something, please do. And we'll do some more of something like this tomorrow because this is quite a bit to remember too. So make sure you do your reading for today, and also anything else that might come up, ask Mom and Dad. You can say the end of main lesson verse and song with me, and even the end of day, school day verse with me too, in a couple different videos. Otherwise, have a most lovely rest of the day. Let's say goodbye to our friends, and bye to Sweet Pea and Bunny and Squirrel, Willow, Ollie, and their mom. See you next time. Goodbye.